So Wildcard Weekend has come to an end, so I figured I would take a look back at these games. But honestly, as a whole, these games were pretty bad. Most of these games ended up being blowouts. It's becoming clearer that there is a growing divide between the middle class of the NFL and the elites. But hopefully the battle of elites this week would provide some good entertainment. But before we get into the games, please drop a like and sub. I'm trying to reach 100 subs by the end of the month, so any bit helps. Okay, what was this game? It felt like neither team wanted to win this game. Both teams had a combined 7 turnovers. This is the sloppiness you would expect from teams like the Jets or Browns, not 2 playoff teams. The Chargers took an early lead and should have crushed the Texans while they had a chance, but they let them hang around, and then the Chargers started to give the game away. There was a brief moment where the Chargers woke up. The deep touchdown to Ladd McConkey was seemingly the momentum shift the Chargers needed. But then the blocked PAT sucked the momentum away. If I had a nickel for every time the Chargers faced an AFC South team in the wild card, a QB threw 4 picks in that game, and the Chargers lost, I'd have 2 nickels. But it's weird it happened twice. Did we really expect anything different? These two teams were complete opposites down the stretch. The Steelers hadn't won a game in the month. The Ravens haven't lost a game in a month. The Ravens have seemed unstoppable over the past 5 weeks, and the Steelers have seemed very movable. Though something needs to be said about Lamar. He needs to calm himself down if he wants to bring this team to the Super Bowl. It felt like he was trying to do too much towards the end. The Steelers, on the other hand, are nowhere near the Super Bowl. Controversial opinion here, but they should let Tomlin go. Not that he isn't good, but because he has been keeping this team afloat for so long. They haven't been able to get a quarterback since Big Ben. This team is lacking stability at that position. Russell Wilson or Justin Fields will not be the answer, and neither will anyone in free agency. They need to be able to suck for a season so they can get a top QB prospect. And I don't think Tomlin will let that happen, but only time will tell. Well, at least Bo Nix had a nice drive.
He's got a step on him.
Then the Bills pretty much took over for the rest of the game. There isn't a whole lot to say about this game since the Bills just smoked a team with a rookie quarterback. The play calling for the Broncos wasn't the greatest, but I doubt it would have made that much of a difference. But hey, at least the Broncos ended their 9-year no playoff streak. Maybe next year they can stack up their team a bit more so they can actually compete in the playoffs. You wouldn't expect it, but this game was very sloppy. Immediately it was clear the Packers did not want to play. And the Eagles were trying to give the game away the entire game. They just wouldn't put the Packers away, but the Packers would never take advantage of it. Also, AJ Brown was locked down. 1 catch for 10 yards is not something you'd expect out of a receiver that's being paid $30 million a year. That excellence was locked away, and he spent all game trying to unlock it. Also, who did the Packers piss off? It felt like every other down they were losing someone to injury. The Eagles honestly escaped this game with a win. But now they are playing a team who seems to have found themselves. If they can't get it together, they will be joining the Packers next week. The one good game this weekend, though I was expecting more of a shootout. The Commanders just kept eating up clock. But hey, at least the Bucs were able to match them. And they were able to take the lead at one point. But the Commanders just had another long drive. However, it's 4th down. Instead of taking the points, Dan Quinn decided he wanted to go for it. A huge break for the Buccaneers. Now they just need to drive down the field, and oh my goodness! Baker, you just had one job. Just don't turn the ball over. Now the Commanders retook the lead. Okay, at least you were able to tie the game, and there's 4 minutes left, so you should be able to get another shot to score again, even if the Commanders score. Right? Right? Oh, Baker's just not going to get another chance, is he? And that's the game. Congrats to the rookie for getting yet another clutch win. This is honestly fitting. The Rams got to play hard for their city, and the Vikings gave their fans the annual heartbreak. This game really never felt that competitive. There was maybe a brief moment where Sam Darnold could get it out of his funk, but nothing came of it. Sam Darnold choked hard for his team and future contracts. Don't know where he's going to go this offseason, but hopefully it's somewhere where he can develop further and get his confidence back, and not like the Giants. Like I said earlier, hopefully the divisional round produces some more interesting games. The 7th seed was honestly a mistake.